Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. It's KHG, and it has been a long old while since I've done a baseball stream. Now obviously I've been away from streaming, that is, for quite a while, until I did the Marvel with Jewett Palmer on Jewett Power Games on the Jewett Palmer YouTube channel. And as part of the stream today, I'm, as the title says, debuting my Edgar Martinez build.
And I know they're concerned about his mechanics. Maybe he's giving something away to the other side. Made some adjustments in between starts. Look for him to have a good one
that's
today.
what it looks like. And I'll show you the stats briefly. And by build, it's literally the right height and the right weight. And people who know the game know there's different types of the builds you can have as presets from your badges that you add on. Excuse me. And at the moment you can see it's a contact and field mostly, but I've added badges that increase power. As you can see, it's boosted the power from what would have been 44 to 62, plus an additional 27 from equipment the player wears. And the idea of this stream is just to watch the game, and I'll talk to you guys, and I'll be talking about the channel, just chilling out in general. And if anything cool happens in the game, you'll be here to see it. The game volume is slightly loud, but I don't want to affect the recording in any way. So as said in the title, there's going to be channel news also. So we'll be getting into that after the first bat of the pro career. So here we go.
Here comes a pitch. On a line, base hit.
Take a single. I'm not quite fast enough to get the ball with this build.
Home run kid with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family.
For people who like to know these things, as always, I play for fun, not skill. So the kicking is beginner. They won't be any balls outside of the strike zone. So the small amount of skill comes from hitting the ball at the right time to get good results and not just be caught at the fence. It's still a lot easier than it should be, but there's still some skill. And also I'm a third baseman, as you can see, even though they've got me quite wide.
On the ground to the left. Kid over to pick it up. Throws across the diamond. They go 5-3 for the first out.
So yeah, jump straight into the channel news, because that's the main reason why I'm doing this. There'll be a lot more streams as of today. There'll be at least one stream a day. Kind of like my birthday tomorrow, kind of kicking back into a good routine, giving you guys streams. As I always like to do some sort of big stream for my birthday, and I'm thinking it will be Batman, as I've re-downloaded Batman, as I have a hard drive now. Excuse me for a second.
And now it's Jonathan Scope.
Yeah, I have a hard drive now, so I have access to a lot more games. So there's going to be a lot more streams with a lot more different games, and you're not having to wait too long to see them.
Makes the catch, and that'll do it. To the bottom of inning number 4 now.
Like, over time, you'll be seeing baseball quite regular. You'll be seeing God of War again. That will make a return. I didn't get too far in that, of course.
So the lineup flips over. Home run kid.
Basically, any game I started last year, I will be getting back into this year to kind of clear games, basically. Back it, see, here comes the catch. Did he miss it? No, he got it. See, so as you can see, even though technically the game's easier because the balls are always mostly in the middle, there's still skill because the defenders can catch anytime. So it's literally just about timing. And then once you get the timing down, it can seem ridiculously easy, but that's the whole point. You get what you deserve, basically. If the timing's good, then you deserve to get a good hit or a home run.
This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well, outstanding on the defensive end. And a foul ball.
When it's like this, I always try to blast the ball.
Hey, your pitch right here.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Oh, come on, I don't want to do a soft shot. I'll get popped if I do that.
Stays alive.
I did that on purpose to foul it off. It wasn't how I like it.
And the 0-2. And a foul ball.
I'm trying to trigger the you picked the correct area, because you get a bonus on your hit.
Kicks and deals. Oh, now
and that's why no doubt home run not bad for the first big home run.
His first homer in the majors, and they're going to have to send somebody to get that ball for him.
Always such a special moment.
Oh, the music. I'll have to mute the music. I forgot about that. I don't want to get done for copyright.
Yeah, he'll remember every detail of that at bat for years, as he should. It's a true once-in-a-lifetime event.
Now, Boog, there's so many times when a young player might wonder if he's ever even going to get to the big leagues and do something like this.
Yeah, he smashed the big home run for 3 runs, I think that was. So we'll just see the animations and then I'm going to
back to the top of the lineup.
yeah, so again it's going to be as I've said, I will reiterate a few times in this stream. I always like to have to do it as a... Bear with me a second. If I just custom and do it that way. Let's see, you want the crowd slightly down. Keep the talking guy, keep the sound effects up, keep that, keep...
Oh, look at that! No doubt.
There you go, and PA down slightly. It's not great, but that will do. Yeah, back to my train of thought. It's been a while, so you know, I'm trying to get back into the talking element of streams, because the last big one I did didn't have me talking. As said, I have more options when it comes to games now, so if you're in the subscriber chat on PS4, you can drop a game in there that you'd like to see, and as long as I own it, I will happily play it. I have a very big library thanks to PS Plus membership, so there's a lot of titles. At the moment I have 44 preloaded, so there's a lot of choice that you guys can ask for in the comments or live comments if anyone comes in live. This stream today will be around 1 hour to 1 hour and a half. and there will be a second one in UK evening, which time-wise will be 1 hour after this finishes, 1 to 2 hours, and of course it will be a different game. It will probably be Batman, as we can follow into that with a second Batman session tomorrow, and then depending how many people come in, they can vote for the next game, or suggest the next game rather. So that's the plan, and I will mention it again later in the stream, so that whenever people click on this and they don't start at the beginning, they won't miss the news. So before we actually go into the thing, I will show the stats one more time. The natural stats are the bars, and the added are in the circle, so it's 79 plus 25, 75 plus 25, so on, so on, so on. They only work when you're in a game. When you're not in a game, those bonuses will always show, but they don't exist. They only trigger when you're inside the game. So I picked high defense because third base is known as the hot corner. You have to be quite agile and have good hands, and as you can see from the perks, soft hands is there, vacuum is there, so balls don't go under your feet as much, you can block them, accurate throwing, and when there's runners on base I get a bonus to my hitting, which helps the team score, and that's probably where the home run came from.
Home run kid, the next twin up to hit.
Right here. Here you go.
And
Too
first
early.
offering is
I have to remember the camera zoomed out more so I can see the messages on the right hand side.
Righty delivers. Swings and sends a rocket to right.
Yeah, that would do. I was going to say I took a normal swing to make sure I get on base.
He couldn't have dreamed this game would go much better, Boog. I mean, 4 hits in his
Because I
MLB
can
debut.
plan for every single shot to try and go over the fence, but when you do that you get caught a lot and it looks quite embarrassing. So
In striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
That's the third.
later in the stream or another time I will show you the differences in builds, because there's 3 builds and then you do whatever you want to make those builds better. And there's one that's fully hitting, one that's mostly fielding, and one that's speed and fielding.
9-6 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The
Excuse
Show,
me.
thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi.
So that was the first game, of course, and in fact what I'll do, I'll show you the builds dead quick, but I am going to remain with the hitting and fielding build for now because it seems to do me well. Network, so I can fix that. Used to have to go out the game and go back in, but all you have to do is connect to the what's it called, the community market, and then the game server
A newcomer to
reconnects.
the big leagues is interviewed about a milestone moment in his young career.
I'll say the nice, like, shucks answers, so I don't get labelled as a big head.
Listen, nobody's going to sit there and say the kid can't have his day in the sun, mom and dad in the stands, major league debut, but take it easy. The sport is littered with these hot shots who come up, get all excited, maybe even have a couple of decent days, but baseball's 162 games. Cream rises to the top, and then all of a sudden, after 20, 30 games, he fizzles, loses his confidence, and we ship him out of town. Be careful.
I didn't speak there because genuinely I like those little things. Basically, that guy's kind of a hater, saying the kid's too young, you might not have the talent, and then eventually when you do good, he actually says nice things. So you know you're progressing within the game, sort of thing. So there's 3 main builds that again you alter yourself. I've pre-made them at the top. The first build was called the Dart because the main there is called Dart, and it focuses, as you can see, on control hitting, plate vision and fielding, which you can see if you press. Well, it's better to do the big version. You just press there and you can see everything. That's the, what's it called again? Apologies. It's called the Dart. And then the Spoke build, you flick over, is all about contact, vision and speed. So you press activate to make sure it shows the correct skills, and then take a look, and as you can see, decent contact, reasonable power, everything's quite high. In fact, I might use that build soon, because on third base you can get away with slightly lower fielding. I'll use that next game actually, so you can see the difference. And then of course the build that is all about hitting and not worrying about anything else particularly. I'll have to press the activate first, otherwise you don't see the differences. And as you can see there, the contact's high, even without the bonuses. The power's high. You've still got your powerful arm to throw, but you have no speed. So unless you get guaranteed doubles or home runs, you're basically going to stick on first base, because you're not really quick enough to get doubles. But that's another favourite build. And here I'll show you, these are cards you can take out and put in for different skills. Like these are actual skills, or at least you can read what they do. Now on certain ones, like this one particular contact, if I remove that, the 84 becomes 80, the 80 becomes 76, 86, 82, as you can guess, you're -4. In theory I could remove that, which I will for a second, just to show you guys. See, the overall goes down, and then you'd replace it with, say, where's the card I like? In fact, I'll do it for one game just so you guys can see the difference. There's a card called Cleared for Takeoff. I literally saw it a second ago. Whereas as long as you're using the X button swing, you get a velocity boost off the bat. Basically your hits are faster as long as you're using the X button. So there it is. So I will use it for one game. What build is it? The tool shed build, and then I'll put the contact back. So we'll use the high hit build called Tool Shed, because I named them after what they're actually called from the archetype badges. That's what the big central badges are called. They're called archetype badges for people that aren't regular players of this type of game. For people that do play, I know you're already aware, guys, but I always talk in my streams from the position that a person may watch the streams that has never played baseball regularly. Hi Tech, how you doing? So then that's why I say obvious things, because people may or may not know how baseball games work. So that's why. Let's see. Wristbands both. sorry, every time you go into a different brain's gone freeze. I'm okay, thank you, man. How about yourself? Every time you go into a different build, you do have to put back things how you like them, if you like to do those things. It can literally be not important, and you can completely ignore it. But I like to have certain things. Okay, so that's that done. I won't worry about the sunglasses and things for now because that will take ages. Oh, hang on, wrong button. So for the next couple of games, I will stick with the high power hitting build with the change of badge, so you guys can see the difference. And then I'll go back to the high fielding build. Yeah, I was saying earlier in the stream how I'm gonna do my streams from now on, and hopefully you guys as subscribers will like to take your opportunity to pick what games you'd like to see through voting. I mean, obviously you play PC now, but if you do want to vote, you can either message me on Twitter or message me on Facebook, and I'll take your vote. No, I'm back on streaming properly now. It's just going to be slightly different times. Like, usually I wouldn't be streaming at this time because this is when I have my personal time in the day. But I have a different routine today, so I'd be streaming in UK evenings. But I am going to do that today as well. So today we'll have 2 streams, and this is the first stream.
A coach offers guidance to a developing player.
So yeah, the character I created just got called up to the Major League from the development system. So that's basically what you missed, and in the first game, me being the character did well. Because even though officially it's on the easy settings, you still have to get the timing correct to hit the ball, and if you're defending, catch the ball and throw it to the correct place. So you are helped a lot because you have a reasonable idea where the ball's going to go, but you still have to have the skill to hit it. But like I always say, I play for fun, not skill. It's mostly just so I can chat with you guys and share opinions on games, even if I'm not playing a particular game at a particular time. You can still talk about different games.
Carlos Correa, he leads the team in wins above replacement, so most days you can expect him to be a big factor for these guys.
Yeah, Boog, he's definitely a huge piece of the puzzle for this ball club right now. He's just having a really
You're
nice
only
year.
the top pal because I've only just turned up.
You talk to guys in the clubhouse, the coaching staff, they always have great things to say about him. And they say
I probably won't get Rookie of the Year because I'm not sure how long's left in the season. I haven't counted the games.
All right, first pitch coming up. And towing the slab, Joe Ryan. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but
people
still,
who don't know,
he's a
you
strikeout per inning
can
type of guy.
pick what you think they're going to throw, then you pick where you think what area that they're going to throw. I got it right, apparently.
Having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you need it, a man on third, less than 2 out.
See, and even if you hit it well, they can still catch you very easily. So there is a reasonable amount of skill, even though it's easier. So this is the way I've set the game up. It's very simple, very relaxing, so it's easy to talk with you guys.
Now that's smacked to right center. Lays out and makes the play.
Oh, he caught it. Good catch. Yes, so how have you been anyway, Tech? How's things?
Statcast says that was a near perfect route, and it had to be.
Yeah, it was near perfect, 99.9. Yeah, for people who aren't aware, Tech Gaming Lane does PC-centric games and simulators for repairing cars and other type of things as well. They're interesting videos.
Versatility, understanding the situation, gets on base with 2 out to bring possibly the best hitters in this lineup up to the plate in this inning.
Yeah, my timing's off. As you can see on the left, it says just early or just late, etc., etc.
Oh, now this is
there you go. No doubt home run.
On its way. Gone. He'll touch them all, and that gives him a lead. It's 2-0.
Well, that one won't stay below.
See, that's how I've set up the character. His job is to do that, basically. And this is on the high hit build, so that is literally his job. And with the bonus on the X button swings, it increases the speed off the bat.
Colliding, who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top.
When it's a guaranteed home run, that's when you get the mini animations where they show off a little bit, like when the guy was strutting away there.
Now batting, third baseman, home run, Kid.
Here's a high fly ball out
Yeah,
to
that's
center.
the catch.
Green on the move.
I should have waited and hit slightly afterwards.
Down go the Twins in order. They lead it.
Great pitcher's duel in this one. You get to a certain point where
and that was that game. 1 for 4, not great, but at least I got a hit.
Into the ball game, and for these guys, it really came down to a few key at bats. This was a fun one to watch.
And your final score
I'll
here
keep
today,
the same
2-1.
thing for the
Chris
next
Singleton
couple of
and our
games,
entire outstanding
and then
crew
I'll
here in
alter
MLB
it
The
back
Show.
how
I'm
it
John
was
Shelby. We'll see you soon.
afterwards. So you guys can see how each build affects how the player moves and hits the ball and things.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show has action out of the AL Central.
Oh, that's cool, man. What console are you gonna go for? I'm assuming probably Xbox, because it links with PC. But I would say personally, if you want to play actually good games, I'd say go PlayStation. But that's my personal opinion.
So almost
Whereas Xbox do fit better with PC, because obviously Microsoft own Xbox and it links with Windows like seamlessly.
In front of their fans, in front of the city, and you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So you look at the numbers,
and that one gets down, fair ball, and that's going to get into the corner.
Yeah, it makes sense because it links perfectly with PC. Welcome to the stream, thanks for dropping in. This is MLB The Show 22, but it's mostly just to chill and chat with whoever comes in, so I hope you're having a good day.
Does that change anything, Chris, especially for the hitters?
absolutely. You feel so much more comfortable at the plate.
Wow,
it missed.
About,
getting jammed on fastballs inside part of the plate.
That's supposed to automatically catch and throw. But I did change to the hitting build instead of the fielding build. So that's one of the small differences.
And now it's switch hitting third baseman, home run Kid.
Do feel free to use the chat if you'd like to. If you don't want to also, that's completely fine. Just stick around as long as you'd like to.
There's a swing and a drive. And it gets
Foul.
into the corner, but it's foul. Polanco, the runner at second with one away. Slapped foul.
Too early.
Get yours right here, huh? Drive it up there. Nice
into left center for a base hit. Polanco coming around third. He scores. It's 5-2. And in at second with an RBI double.
Nice double right there. Loud
usually I
contact
can
coming
see
off
the
bat.
speed on the
Didn't get enough
diamond,
air
but
under
I
it to
was
drive it out of here,
looking at the
but
wrong
you'll take that
place
swing and
possibly.
that result every time.
And the batter now, home run kid. A switch hitter batting right. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in
Yeah, you
today's
should be
game,
able
this
to
guy
do it, no
hits the
problem, dude.
contact, so
You've
he
got
delivers
everything
average,
set up.
but there's on-base slugging too. Swing and a ball hammered left field, and it's off the wall.
I thought he was going to catch it. I think they're going to get me here. No bad
It's a
throw,
double.
got lucky
Third hit of the
double.
night for him.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
I mean, depending what you're streaming, it can end up being a lot easier than videos. Although, to your credit, your videos are good. Like
Back
the
in
way you
Minnesota,
put them
digging
together
in,
and
home
stuff.
run kid. He's
So,
not gonna get cheated up
do
there.
keep
No,
up
he's
with
not.
those type
He's
of
looking to do damage
videos as
with
well, because
every
you're
swing he
genuinely
takes.
good at them.
Pineda back to work. And a base hit into right center field. Makes the turn. He's digging for second. And he's got a double. Fourth hit
As
of
you
the
can
night
see,
for him.
depending when you
more
swing, you
backspin
can
on that
alter
instead of
where
the
the ball
topspin.
goes to
He's
when you
jogging
hit
around
the
the
ball.
bases rather than pulling up at
Like
second.
if you do it too early, it will pull towards the body of the batter, which depending where the batter stands can be far left or far right. And
So
if you
two
wait a
down,
bit
and
longer,
now,
it'll push the
home
ball
run
to the
kid.
right.
No matter what,
Again,
you're
depending
playing
where
this
the
kind of
player
rival,
stands.
take your game to another level.
Like for example, I was stood on the right there, so if you swing early and it hits, pulls the ball to the right.
Run comes in to score from second,
Whereas if
and
I'd
it's
have hit
9-2.
late, it would have pulled it to the left.
Man, Siggy, he hit that ball right on the sweet spot. According to StatCast, the exit velo 110 miles an hour.
So if I didn't
Absolutely.
have
That right there is an
the
absolute
exit
missile.
velocity
And he
boost
just
on
put a
it,
great swing
that
on
would
it,
have been
squared it
like
up perfectly.
98 or
Nice
something.
sweep in this series, and you continue playing at home. Everything feels good right now. This is the type of run that you can put together a nice, long winning streak. We'll see if they're able to do it in the next game.
10-2 the final.
But as said, I'm gonna cycle through the 3 different builds I have, so I'm gonna go to the next one after I put the cards back to normal. But that did work out
It's
well.
his first home run in the big leagues, and any guy will tell you it's a moment they never forget. Ken Griffey Jr. hit 630 of them over
Ken
his
Griffey
Hall of Fame
Jr. is my
career. Nico Joe
personal
joins us now. Ken,
favourite baseball player
what's
of
this
all
moment like for
time.
him?
It's
Obviously he's retired now, of course, but he was big when I was growing up, when I was just getting into American sports.
For me, I don't even think
I have made a Ken Griffey Jr. build, but that's not the build I'm using today.
That's one of the things that you got to work on. You got to work on your trot. You can't have an ugly trot. And I had a real bad one. But, you hit a few more and you start to get the groove.
Contact 2 is that? Yeah, I want the contact 3. Obviously, all these cards I bought, you have to buy these. But you do get them in packs when you pass a certain XP level. But I wasn't aware of that till after I bought them, so... See, the natural point for this build is 86. So that's done, and very, very quickly I'll go on to the speed build, which has a lower overall, but we'll see why in a second. Because it focuses on speed and contact, and the fielding scores are slightly lower, but because it's third base, it's not too bad. So I won't bother changing the attire again, because that just takes extra minutes, because obviously the point is gameplay for you guys. So straight into the next few games. If you have any questions in general about the channel or future games you'd like to see, now's the time to do it while you're here, so you can get my answer live, for want of a better term. I don't do those, I'm not good with the top ones. I just take the singular bonuses. Yeah, so as mentioned before in the stream, before you got here, Tech, I have a hard drive now, so I have a lot more games to choose from without having to wait to download them. So if I happen to own a game you'd like to see, just let me know what the game is, and if I do own it, it will happen in a live stream at some point. Because most of the games I've started on the channel, that you can see them in their own playlist, even if there's one video, eventually that will be completely finished, like the whole thing. So I'm catching up on everything. So let's see how this build goes. It's focused on contact and speed. Contact, of course, just means normal swings to make sure you hit the ball. Well, there's 3 swings. There's a dedicated contact swing, which means you're more likely to hit the ball, but it's kind of softer. There's a normal swing where most of the time you'll hit the ball, and there's a little bit more power. And then there's the full-on power swing where you really have to get your timing right, but if you do, it flies out of the ground, as long as you have the power on your character.
It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Minnesota Twins.
There's enough games to get rookie, because in a baseball season there's 162 games. So there's around 63 games left, maybe, or 55.
Starting on the mound in this one, Dylan Bundy. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, it hasn't been a great year so far in terms of ERA, but he's had some decent games.
So again, just guessing.
Of greatness, if you will. We'll see today if he's able to get ahead of hitters.
I could literally not see the ball there at all. I had to guess.
But it's offline. It's 2-0.
Hey, I get credited with a run batted in, known as an RBI for people that don't follow baseball.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And stepping in.
For anybody watching that does know the game, I don't base run, I let the CPU handle base running. I just hit and field.
Liner, base hit.
Pick up the ball, pick it up.
Throw in,
I take a simple single there. As you can see, my speed now is 89.
Seems like he got exactly
because it's the standard speed plus the 19 bonus from my tire accessories.
And now for the Twins, home run kid.
In fact, I'll show you quickly because they do alter each time. So the base is the number and the bonus is the top number in the circle. So natural 71 plus the 18, that's where you get the 89 from, and so on and so on. And then your quirks activate because you're at the plate, and as you can see I've got 8 of them. So good at hitting, good at power, good at hitting the ball in general. Fast player, good at stealing bases, although the CPU does that. Slight bonus when players are on base. Don't get injured very often, and the player's good at bunting.
Power,
although I don't do that unless it's a challenge.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. On its way. See you later.
Hey, there you go, a home run.
A shot to left, and they add to their lead. It's 6-2.
Yeah, I was going to say, when that area goes red, it means I've guessed the area of the plate correctly. The plate is the square area. And if you get your timing right, you get a hit bonus because you guessed where the ball's going to be. So it makes the hit a lot easier, and that's why you get more home runs.
With the low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing
It was
there.
90 mile an hour, that helps, because usually 95 or more, they're harder to get home runs.
Home run kid will hit next. He's already homered here in this one.
Also, usually the proper Edgar Martinez, who I've copied the build off, wouldn't hit both sides, but I altered it to hit both sides, so it was easier to hit in general, just so it's more fun to watch, basically.
Hernandez, the lead runner at second. McGuire at first. One
Yeah,
goal.
so the stream later this evening
To third might be two.
will more than, I didn't see the guy at second, will more than likely be probably Batman Arkham Asylum. Because I did begin that, got within the first 20% and then stopped for a while, so gonna jump back into that this evening.
Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
See how far I can get. And then depending how much energy I've got, there might be a bonus night stream or early morning stream in the UK
Gets a glove on it in the hole.
time. That was my fault there. Got one of them, but it's to double play again. Oh dear, double play means getting two people out in one batsman appearance, or I play, hence double play.
As it gets in the major leagues, man, you'll see the hardest throwing infielders reach 90 plus, so he's in the mix with the best infield arms in the game. That was after 4 wins,
and that's why it's good to have good fielding stats, which I'm not using at the moment. As you saw, I've got the speed as a
never know who's going to come
bigger
up with a big hit,
bonus.
who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling.
Again, as said, if you've got any game suggestions, you're welcome to put them in the chat, or after this becomes a video, you can put it as a comment, and I'll see what I can do. So I'll go back to the fielding build, which still has good stats for hitting, and there shouldn't be as many defensive mistakes. Even though it didn't cost us the game or anything, but you know, I like to win.
Field in Minneapolis. We've got open air baseball for you.
Because of how this game is, in general, it can be very random. Like, you can play well as yourself as a player, but the team can still lose, and it will have nothing to do with you. Because the computer can throw a bad ball, and then the other team will hit a massive home run, and then you'll just lose.
And today's starting pitcher, it's Sonny Gray.
So it's not a case of, oh, as long as you play well, then you'll never lose. That's not the case. It's always kind of random.
Runner on the go to third. Goes to second, safe there. To first, and he's out. So safe at second, out at first on the attempted double play.
See, as the guy said, that was an attempted double play. Usually you get both of them.
Man at second with
I was half a second off there.
The next twin up to hit. That's towards center,
bad timing.
And that is Springer.
He's caught that.
He's got it, and there's 2 away.
See, it can be in an easy place, but if you get your timing wrong on the swing, it's a very easy catch.
Home run kid, the next twin up to hit. Now this one is
there you go, no doubt home run.
On its way and gone, and we are tied. His 4th home run of the season.
As I said earlier, that's how I've created the guy. That's his job, basically. Wait till players are on base and then hit the bang. Oh, power button. So as I said, that's how it goes, and between playing, obviously, I'm chatting to you guys. Christmas was good. We had Christmas a few days early this year because of work shifts and stuff. It was cool, actually.
So up next, home run kid.
He's been such a good hitter with runners.
How was your Christmas? Everything go good?
Another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
On a line out towards center.
Yeah, about timing now, it's technically a good hit, but if the defenders are in the right place, you get caught and that's it.
All over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
There you go, that's exactly what the commentator just said.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now for the 4th time tonight. The tying run at the plate. Rip towards third. That's out number 3.
Good stuff. That should be enough to win the game.
2-3 go the Blue Jays. They trail it 3-2.
Ooh, they've changed the picture. Okay, I'm going to go for a home run here.
2 days ago.
If I get the... Yeah, I did get the red. I'm going to go for a home run.
Rips one to right.
Ah, he caught
and there's
it.
One down.
As I say, you can get a good hit, but if the defender's there, you get caught.
3-2 the final score for Chris Singleton and our entire crew.
1-4 isn't great, but it did score 2 of the 3 runs for the team, so I guess that's something. And again, keep in mind, that's on easy, the easiest the game does. So you still have to have a reasonable amount of luck. Oh, New Zealand. Yeah, I get you, dude. They actually flew over. That's awesome, man. I bet that was really nice.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. A great night for baseball ahead.
Yeah, just so you know, this particular stream will go till about 6:30-ish, because that's when my carers arrive, or caregivers for people from different countries, because you call the job a slightly different thing. But once they're done and once I've begun my evening and, you know, had a break and ate food and things, I'll be back with the Batman stream. But we have roughly another 45 minutes of this, so if you want to stick around and have a chat just like Tech Gaming Lane is, then please do.
Ripped into right field, base hit.
See, sometimes if you use a lower power swing, like the contact or the normal, you can still have a reasonably good hit, but it will drop soon, and then you get given a single. And as you can see, the CPU made a bad choice there, and the run doesn't count.
Here's George Springer, having more success against left-handed pitching this season as
nice.
expected.
Springer's got 29 home runs.
That's to third. Kidd handles the chance. Tosses to first. That takes care of Springer.
Now, as you saw earlier, when I didn't have this build, I had a simple ball exactly like that, and it bounced off the player's foot, and I couldn't throw the ball properly.
Well, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
See, the game knows, because there's 2 people on base. That's what the 2 markers are. So I'm going for a power swing for a home run. Nah, he's caught me there. Oh, it dropped. I'll take that. That's a guaranteed 1-1.
He scores and they have the lead. 1-0.
Absolutely hammered
And
that
as you
baseball.
saw,
Very
doing
loud
certain
coming off the
things
bat.
gives you
107
challenge
was the exit
bonuses
velocity,
to add on to
and
your
this speed, it's going to be a
attributes,
great result more
so
often
you
than
get
not.
stronger and stronger.
Bases
Yeah,
empty,
yeah,
one
I'm
away.
using a new
Stepping
controller
in, the
now.
long ball threat, home run kid. This guy wanted the best
It's third
contact
party,
men
but
in
it's
the
actually
sport
better
as well.
because
Outstanding on the defensive
the
end.
directions are joined up on the D-pad.
Hammer, base hit.
So I think it's caught me, notice drop. So certain things are easier.
Pulls in with a double, third hit for him today.
Nice double right
Yeah,
there.
so
Loud contact
yeah, the
coming off
controller's
the bat.
sorted,
Didn't get
it's all
enough air
good,
under
it's
to drive it
comfortable,
out of
it's
here, but
working.
You'll take that swing and that result every time.
I still have my other control because it is usable, so I have it as like a last resort
And the batter
backup.
now, Reese McGuire.
Get yourself right here. Let's go, baby.
You know, Boog, if you're that base runner at second base, you want to be quiet out there. Not bouncing around.
Did you know you can play, I'm sure you do know, but I'm going to say it anyway.
Clearly focus on
That was just bad luck. You can play Xbox games through your PC.
It's 3-3.
So all you actually need is an Xbox subscription and a controller, and you can play the entire thing through your PC.
Put the ball in play and just hope it finds a hole.
So technically you don't have to buy the console, but you can play the console games, but directly through the PC. And you can do that on Xbox because Xbox is owned by Windows. Microsoft, not by Windows, by Microsoft.
Here's a rocket out to left.
Yeah.
Makes the grab, one pitch,
As
one
you
out.
can see, the ball flew to the left because my swing was way too late, so it influenced where the ball was going to go to.
Got a little of everything, some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense.
I
in
lost
certain
by
spots.
2.
Definitely a fun one to
3
watch.
for 4 is good though.
5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
At the moment, this is the only like high-level sports game I've got on the station. Because I don't play that many these days. It's either baseball or basketball, but I haven't bought this year's basketball
It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the
because I'm
Minnesota
saving
Twins.
up instead for the new Yakuza game in February. Because I'm a big Yakuza fan to the point where I have every game by the company that made the Yakuza series. As of Yakuza 1, which is Yakuza Kiwami, over this side of the world.
He's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot
I
more
literally
guys
have
striking
like
out
all
today, but when you
7
consider
titles.
having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you need it, a man on third, less than
And
2 outs,
both of the
situations where,
judgment
maybe
games,
you're
so
not a real
technically
high
9
strikeout
games,
guy, but
well the
just knowing you
judgment
have the swing
games
and miss
aren't
stuff
part
in a
of
big
the,
spot, I think it's real critical. And he's
they're
got it.
within the
Bottom of the
Yakuza
first.
world,
Here's a
but
big
they're
power
not part of the
threat. Home run
Yakuza
kid.
story, if that makes sense.
And that one is lifted in the air.
It's caught me there. See, you can have the timing and have a good swing. Or depending how you choose to swing, a defender can just be there.
Home run kid getting ready to hit. Hit it well, but flied out to the deepest part of the outfield his first time. And now this one's a
Aja, there you go. 2-1 home run.
there. Gone. That was a moonshot, and they cut into the lead. It's 4-2.
All about timing and a little bit of luck. On occasion I do simple clips of something a little bit cool in the game and clip them to go directly to Twitter, which the PSN screen will show on the what's going on section on the home screen if you have a PlayStation 4. So people watching this after the fact, if you have me connected on PS4,
It's amazing we get a chance to
You
talk
might
to a
see
lot of
a
opposing
few clips of
managers.
mine.
This guy scares managers on the other team as much as anyone.
And he gets to fly beneath the radar with the other more recognizable names in this lineup.
High fly ball.
I like
out
that
into left center
commentary, that
field.
makes sense,
Taylor
because
makes the
technically
catch,
my guy is
and that'll do
new
it.
to the team in the
5
league.
innings complete.
Because I've been in the
Blue
lower
Jays 6
leagues,
and the
like
Twins 3.
getting my skills together. Because this mode is called Road to the Show, because the major league is known as the show within the
And
game.
here is Home Run Kid.
Well, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
Yep, there's someone on base, so I'm going to blast it.
In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That's got a chance. See you
Done.
later.
Yep.
He got just enough of that one, and we are all tied up. It's 7-7.
Sometimes you know, and then sometimes you wait and see
They're having a
they're
lot
just
of fun at the
catch.
plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
Sometimes the commentator gives you clues that you probably have done a good hit. And as you can see there, if I didn't score those 2 runs, my team would still be losing 7-5.
That's why that leadoff walk was extremely costly.
Gotta be, I'm gonna say over 400, but it was 385, so.
Now here is Home Run Kid. Good contact
Ah,
guy,
we're
good
still
defender.
losing. See what I mean? What I mentioned earlier, the team can still lose, even if you play well.
Line drive to short and caught.
Yeah, the only reason I swing straight away, in case you're wondering, is because I know the ball's going to be in the box.
Teams come ready to swing
Because
in this one, and they found a lot of success.
it's on the
Couple of
easy
touchdowns
mode.
up on the board today. Pretty amazing.
If I
It turned
was
out to be a
playing
close
on
one,
the
considering all the
harder
runs put up
levels, like
really
everybody does,
And
you have to be
9-7
more
is the final
selective
here
and
in
pick
this
ones
one.
that
For
you
Chris
guess are
Singleton
going
and
to
our
be in the
entire
middle.
crew here at MLB
Because they can
The
throw
Show,
outside
thanks
on
for stopping
purpose
by.
to make
I'm
you
John
miss,
Sciamma.
which will
Talk to
counter
you soon.
strikes. Yeah, just saw your message, and they do talk ball sometimes. Yes, they do. Like they'll say, "Oh, that's got a chance, it's going back," and then they'll go, "You've been caught on the warning track," which is like the very last bit where the defender can stand. And they'll make like an amazing catch or something.
A rookie has a lot of expectations on them, and a lot of that comes from how they performed in the minors. You're Cliff Floyd, you know that. You know as well as anybody what you did when you get to the show, it's meaningless.
And exploit every weakness you have. And if you don't make the adjustment, nobody's going to feel sorry for you. I'll tell you that first and foremost. I had 4 homers my first year, and I thought, no way possible. But when you watch how pitchers pitch you consistently, it lets you know you made it, but you better make some adjustments.
Yeah, that looks weird. I'm going to very quickly change that. This will be relatively quick because I know what I'm doing after doing it a few times. Because it used to take me a very long time. Just to let you know guys, I'm having a glitch on my internet, so if the stream does go, I'll message to let you guys know what's going on. But at the moment it seems okay. We'll keep that. Although I do like is that the one? No, I like the other one. Oh, it is that one. Okay, that's fine. See, like, I'm not gonna do everything now, of course, but I've been following when the notifications come up and it says that you've literally like, here's your new video, watch the video, you know how YouTube does. And the last one I seen of yours was building PC simulation, about how to build a PC. I think that was like a week ago possibly. So I do pay attention, I just haven't watched them fully at the moment. Oh no, why did I just do that? Now the thing's gone back to how it was. Oh, so my accuracy is 77, the arm is 60. So I'm just doing a quick check to myself because I want to focus on hitting, but I don't want to lose too much defensive skill into particular areas. The accuracy is reasonable with the boost, that'll be 60, 72, and the arm will still be 90, so I'm going to go with that because I don't want to keep you guys waiting for too long. So I've put it on the build that focuses on hitting, and hopefully the small amount of focus defense I do have will be enough, because third base job is literally make quick movements to get to the ball and then use the power of your arm to throw it across to first or second base depending what play the team's trying to do. Anyway, back to your message. Is there any new type of stuff you're doing other than the PC simulation videos? Did that give me a 2 bonus? Yep, I'll take that one then. And this is how you get your overall up. You do your training in between and you get small bonuses by doing something good in the game, whether it be like a home run, a good throw. You get a +1, a +2 and a +3, which are like small percentages rather than the actual numbers. You get full numbers is by the training that you just saw, where the meters go up directly. 3 of my team are on a cold streak. George Polanco is 85, he's doing okay, and I'm guessing the stars mean star players at the moment for this season, so Carlos Correa and Trey Mancini, or Mancini rather, they're both doing well according to the game at least. Obviously I'm not going to look at their stats, so the game seems to really like focusing on this build because I always seem to get the highest overall, but then again I have put the power bonuses tokens. Nice, that's the latest FIFA, right? FIFA 22, but it's got the World Cup update as well.
MLB The Show. It's the Minnesota Twins taking
Or have I
on
got
Los Angeles
22? I think
Dodgers.
23 is the newest one, but 22 is still good.
The first pitch right after this.
I think I got 22 literally for free at some point. I think FIFA were just giving it away.
Just about set to go now. And on the hill, the southpaw
I
from
haven't
Mexico,
played football for a very long time,
What are you looking for from him?
because I got into American sports more heavily than UK sports. So I mostly, when the new ones come out, I mostly do baseball and basketball. Although this game is this year's, bear with me a second, this year's baseball, I just didn't get it on release. I just waited. Like before I press it here, as you can see there's different levels of ticks. They're like small percentages, as I said, so I'm going to say numbers, but they're incorrect numbers. It's just something to keep in mind. Like, imagine these numbers as 1 would be 1% and 3 would be 3%. That isn't the case, but if you do whatever the challenge asks, you get a small boost or a bigger boost depending on what you pick. So I'm actually going to pick hit a double or better. It has to bounce off the wall, kind of. So let's see what happens.
And here it comes. Now a screamer into the outfield.
See, if I had a fast player, that would be a guaranteed double. Yep, there we go, that's a double.
That ball was absolutely ripped. 111.
When you play for a while, you just know, because the play is slower, you have to hit the wall, otherwise it's not going to get there.
We can look at StatCast and just see exactly what.
So the batting order turns over. Home run hit. The next twin up to hit.
If I was to get a home run here, it would be known as a grand slam because everyone's full. As you can see there, grand slam. I have hit them before, but not with this character, I don't think. Not in the main league, anyway.
And first off,
plus I have a very special, like, legendary play call if I was to get a grand slam. I did make a clip of it for Twitter. And there it is, no doubt.
Get out the rye bread and mustard, Grandma. It's grand salami time. His 7th home run of the season. Just like that, they move in front. It's 4-0.
Don't see that very often. Not when I'm actually talking about it anyway.
Made a statement big time.
Yeah, no problem, dude. I'll be going relatively soon anyway, because I have to prepare for the evening. Thanks for popping in. What a good time to leave after seeing like the biggest thing you can do in this game, Grand Slam over 400 feet. And the commentary when it happened, that was the legendary play call that you can buy in the game for game credits.
Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out and he makes all the plays. Duffy back to work. Ground ball.
Bad hit. Easy defense.
Sends it to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
I did get the Grand Slam now, so hopefully the team will hold on and win. Yeah, definitely, like I say, I'll be back tonight more than likely doing Batman. So I'll be chatting while I'm flying around and trying to do whatever the missions are.
Ripped on a line. And it one-ups the wall. Runner holds at third, so just one across on the play.
A little more backspin on that instead of
and as I always do when fellow creators drop in, as you can see, the name of Tech's channel is in his name, Tech Gaming Lane. If you're into simulation videos, whether that be cars or PC simulation builds, or as was mentioned, a little bit of FIFA, then Tech is your guy for that. He does regular videos, he does edited proper style videos that most viewers would be used to, whereas I like unedited streamed content, although on occasion I do unedited videos made from game clips basically. The 1 hour game clips that PS4 allow, of course. Because I don't run off PC at all, so everything's unedited.
You think you got the play made, guys are... Sometimes you can flip a coin with these short 2-game series, but they
so the team win and I get a 3 for 5 day with 1 Grand Slam. So as you can see there, 5 RBI. I mean, I'm responsible for 5 of the 7 runs. So a very good day for me there. That's the stat increased with the green area. And obviously if you do bad things you can regress and you'll see a red colour. So definitely pick the same again because that worked well. Because as said, that's how I plan to do the guy, just be a guy that slams the ball as hard as possible.
Live from Dodger Stadium, Interleague Baseball.
Well, I'm in a limited
MLB
defensive position.
It's the Minnesota Twins.
Whereas my other characters really rely on defense. You have to not have as much hitting skill. So every character has things they're good and not good at.
So just about set now, and now for the Twins, home run kid.
Here we go, I'm going to do a contact swing, as I'm the only one here at the moment.
First and hustling for second. Throw is low and he can't pick it.
See, if that wasn't a bad throw, I'd have been caught out there. Welcome to the channel, thank you for dropping in. This is MLB The Show 22, and it's just a chill stream, doing the Road to the Show career mode. Hope you're having a good day.
Out in front of home plate. Man, there are a lot of doubles in a swing like that.
New inning getting started, and now it's switch hitting third baseman, home run kid.
I'm getting a normal swing this time.
That one is absolutely belted. Round, but it falls, and now it looks like extra bases.
See, if I had my quicker build, I could have probably got a triple there.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat.
But I've been caught a lot of times attempting triples in the past, so I'll stick with the double.
Home run kid, the next twin up to hit.
See, now here I'm going to go for the home run, because if I hit it, team will lead 4-3.
Coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots.
Hey, need you right here, kid. Drive something.
That one to
first. Bad hit.
He takes it on his own.
I hate that. That's probably cost us the game. I'm actually to the bottom of the 4th, so there's time. Well, if that would have hit, it would have changed like how the CPU would act in the rest of the game.
Bounce to the left side. Kid collects it. And Freeman is retired.
Yeah, if you land in the green, it's within the comfortable zone, and as long as your player has a strong arm, etc., you'll do a good throw.
Down the third baseman, home run kid. That one hooked foul.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to
I was waiting to see what he
at the very
used
least,
to
if you can
speed,
find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too
As
hard.
you could see in the corner, my stats when I'm at the plate is like 104 contact, 106 power or something.
The switch hitter batting right. Well struck left field. See,
now it goes over, but we've already lost the game. But at least it's good for the stats, I suppose.
It's 7-3.
If I'd have got the one earlier as well, that would have been three more runs, and the score would have been, when the home run goes off, I can work it out.
Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
I just like seeing them to see the numbers, because it lets you know how well. Yeah, with the other one it would have actually been 7-6 and there would have been a chance to win. He's gonna bunt here, so
and he pops it up. Kidd makes the catch, and there's one away. Up next for the Dodgers. 2 on with 1 out, and up next for Los Angeles.
Yep, I'm going for the double play as long as I can get the ball here.
And a pitch. Grounder might be 2. Over to Polanco, they get 1. And it's a double play.
There's a double play.
Through 8 full,
as you heard from the commentator there.
And the Twins 3.
I get the ball, throw to second base, that's 1 out, second base throws to first, 2 out. Hence double play for people that don't follow.
Well, these 2-game series are kind of strange. You're just so used to as a ball player 3 games or 4
personally,
games.
I did well,
Split,
but the team
like,
lost,
okay, well, maybe it was a tie.
unfortunately.
We got to win, and we're out of here.
7-3 is how this one.
Well, 2 doubles and a home run, so not too bad.
He's playing well, and he looks like he's got something to prove. Mike Lowell, tell me, why does it matter the beginning of your career? Why does it matter for a young player to have early success in the majors?
Well, I think everyone wants to make a good first impression. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
And I think confidence brings future success. I don't think there's any.
Okay guys, checking the time here in the UK. I'm going to do the next bunch of games. Could be 2 games, could be 3. Obviously it's known as a series, and once that's done, that will be the end of this first stream. And the next stream when I return will be Batman Arkham Asylum, as that was started on the channel, and it's been a long time since I returned to that. So let's get into these games. Because they have me focusing on hitting, although they haven't put me in the DH at the moment. For those who don't know, DH means designated hitter. That means you don't have to field. Your job is just hit the ball when it's your turn. You don't have to stand in the field at all.
Coming to you live from Southern California.
Which that, even though in real baseball, people still think the DH isn't a position as such.
Last time out, it just seemed like he wasn't trusting his stuff. He fell behind.
I really like it. Home run off Shohei.
Forget it. Way back there in
Shohei Ohtani is the cover star for this game, so getting a home run off him is quite cool. And that wasn't even the power button, that was just normal X swing. So changing the build really helped, because my natural power and contact are both over 100.
So much for settling into this game, Boog. No courtesy first pitch take right there. He was ready from the second he stepped into the box, got a pitch to hit, jumped all over it. I tell you what, that'll fire up the guys in your dugout.
400 foot.
So the batting order turns over. So up next for Minnesota, home run Kidd.
I will power swing it this time just to see the difference.
That one laced to center.
Luckily he didn't catch it. Usually they'd run straight onto that and then you're right. But I got a bit lucky that time.
Siggy, he hit that ball right on the sweet spot. According to StatCast, the exit velo 110 miles an hour.
Yeah, Boog. I mean, that right there is an absolute missile.
And that's without the bonus of getting extra exit velocity
So
on
the lineup
swings.
flips over at the plate. Home run hit. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Ground ball right side.
As you can tell, I went for a lower contact hit there to make sure I got on the plates, as they call them, or bases. To try and help the team score. Unfortunately, they didn't. The score remains 5-1.
Martinez off of first with 2 away. And he lays down a bunt. Kidd to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Sometimes, even when you get the green perfect, they either beat you anyway because they're fast, or the graphics miss and your hand goes over the ball and then you one pass. But yeah, the character was fast enough, so good play.
Home run Kidd. The next twin up to hit.
I'm gonna smack this regardless.
And first offering is
that was bad. I'm glad it was bad. Oh, that was really bad.
Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
Left-hand batter waits. That's ripped to right. Down
That's
the line.
caught.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that should get the job done as he tags
Well,
from third.
it is a sacrifice fly, which means like a fly ball at the catch, but they do score anyway.
That fastball right there.
Hence
What, if he gets
sacrifice.
under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Runner at third with
Yeah,
one
the
gone.
team's
Here's
won
the second
comfortably
baseman,
as long
Matt
as
Duffy.
don't blow the defense.
On the ground to the left. Fires across the diamond, and that is out number 2. We go to the 8th. Stepping in, home run Kidd.
I'm just gonna hit this. It's the last time I'll hit in this game.
That one ripped right center field. Can't get there. Base hit. Fires to second too late. Into second with a double, and that was hard hit.
Nice double right there. Loud contact.
As you can
coming off
tell,
the
the
bat.
number
Didn't
in
get
the
enough air
brackets
under
is
to
how
drive him out
many
of
of
here,
those
but
particular
he'll take that
hits you've
swing
got in
and
the
that result
season.
every time.
Double, of course, means 2 bases instead of 1.
Now, Luis Arias.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
This to third. Kidd collects.
As you can see, because I landed in the
first,
green and
and
it
that
not
is
being
the
a
third out
problem.
of the inning.
And that's with the technically lower fielding
Back to
stats.
the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Here's the third baseman. Home run Kidd. He's already homered in this game.
I'm just going to do a normal contact swing.
Ripped on the ground to second.
They were in the
Gathers
correct place
and throws to
and
first.
easily
And
out.
the Twins go 1-2-3. 2-3.
Well, I don't know what they did in the cage today or on the field for batting practice.
So the
but when
team
you
win,
by
I
double
went 4
digits,
for 5,
something is
that's
clicking.
decent.
That
We'll
batting
definitely
coach
do
feels
one
pretty
more
good about
game.
himself right now, but more so the players. They can't wait for the next one.
There's
Come back out,
the
score, and get another W.
increases when there is any, of
14-4
course.
is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
So we'll call this the last game coming up, and then hopefully if you guys are into it, you can look forward to Batman later today.
Live from Gene Autry Way, welcome to Angel Stadium.
Which
MLB The Show
I'm
with a good
planning
one
to
coming at
be
you.
around
It's the Minnesota
9:30
Twins
10
and the Los
PM
Angeles
UK
Angels.
time.
First pitch coming your way next.
2022 Los Angeles Angels.
Just about set to go.
Again, it'll be
Today's
the
starting
same
pitcher,
setup. I'll be able
Noah
to see
Syndergaard.
your messages on the
Nightmare
right
start
hand
last time
side.
out, just couldn't put things together, didn't make it out of the first inning. He's got to shake it off, try to put things together, and have a good one here.
Okay, all set to go. And now the big-time power threat, home run kid.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, that guy pitches very hard. I was lucky I got a reasonably good hit there. Oh, that's right, Syndergaard, he throws real hard.
But that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers
Oh,
don't. And this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach.
We go to the bottom of the first, and the batter will be the shortstop, David Fletcher. 0-2
Some
now.
players I do know, and then other players I don't particularly know.
Swing and a pop-up.
My teammates should have that easily.
Fletcher retired. And there's one away. And now it's
yeah, for the person who's watching and you've been here from almost the beginning, thank you very, very much for being here. It's totally fine that you didn't want to use the chat. I'm just happy you're here and seem to be enjoying the stream, or at least interested by it.
And base hit. So
that's the downside to focusing on the power build. The defense isn't great when the ball's not directly hit towards you, but as you saw, we got lucky there because the player got caught trying to get 2 bases instead of 1. So all I have to do is throw to first base.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Base hit, 1 run is in. Here comes the throw, safe at the plate. It's 3-zip.
Yeah, this is where games can leave you very quickly score-wise, but luckily it stayed at 3.
And he's already singled in this game. That one ripped left field.
Yeah, that speed's not doing me any favours, but luckily I did a good hit.
Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position.
Because as you can see, I swung very late. That's why the ball flew to the left as far as it did.
Just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this.
But as you can see, they still count as good hits.
Anthony Rendon making his way to the plate.
He's a good player from what I've seen, stats-wise, not in real life.
Ground ball could be 2. Over to Polanco, they get 1. Double play.
Yay, double play.
On to inning number
Extra
4.
fielding bonuses because I did well there. See, because earlier the same sort of hit did get past me. That's how they got the 3rd run, as you would have saw.
So the batting order turns over, and now here is.
See, if I can get a big hit here, it will only be a 3-2 score.
That's ripped.
I'm glad I hit it. I don't think I'm going to get a big hit off that pitcher. But 3 for 3 personally is good.
They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
And next for Minnesota, home run kid. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power.
Okay.
Line to right, and that'll be a base hit.
That'll do. 4 for 4. I did swing early because I thought it was going to be a fastball again.
Man, Siggy, he hit that ball right on the sweet spot. According to StatCast, the exit velo 110 miles an hour.
Yeah, Boog. I mean, that right there is an absolute missile. And he just put a great swing on.
Next to hit, home run kid. This guy with light tower power. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out.
Oh, cool. They dragged it to 3-2. I'm just going to slam it.
Rocketed out towards right center.
Yay! Tied game, home run.
Home run number 10 of the year, and we are tied. It's 3-3. Singy, the ball is
What a way to
jumping off
tie
his
the
bat.
game.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive.
Hopefully it will take the confidence away from the other team and the rest of the CPU players can get the win.
Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a
That was
tremendous.
nice. I'm happy with that.
So in now for the Angels, David Fletcher.
Okay, as long as they don't slam a home run, should be fine.
The 0-1. Swing and a bouncer. Kidd gloves it.
Oh, you would do that game. To be fair though, it wasn't in the green. It was right on the edge. Oh, we lost because of it. Oh, they must have scored after the fact.
5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Okay then, so that will be the end of this stream, but let's just get to the normal screen to take a look. See, I personally had a very good game there. Just one slight defensive mistake that cost us the game. But to be fair, if it wasn't for my home run, there wouldn't have been a tie in the
Improving
first
your
place.
reaction time in the field can take you from defensive liability to game changer.
See, that's why they mention in the fielding in the radio
Carlos,
podcast.
what are some ways to improve your reaction time in the field and up your defensive game?
You know, there's
The easiest way to improve is to do this.
Fielding is all about having great hands, but it starts at your feet. It's footwork. So how do you improve that footwork? That first step is you always have to be in motion. So get going towards
I
the
lose
pitch,
2
towards the plate,
overall, but the
expecting
defense
to play.
is now a
You gotta
lot
be
higher,
quicker.
as you
You gotta
can
have a
see
quick
very
first step,
quickly.
but you always have to be in
So
motion.
that will be the stats for next time. So just make sure it's done. It says Mariners because I put that as my favourite team when I began the game. Do I have any inventory packs? Let's have a look. Oh, my bat sold for 19,000 because you can sell off things you don't need anymore. So that gives me more C51,000 stubs, which is their currency for buying things. So anyway, this is the wrap up. Thank you for staying. For those of you who did, even if you didn't message, I'm still very, very grateful that you're here watching. I'll be back later today UK time with Batman Arkham Asylum. If you watch after the fact as a video, the next stream turn video after this will be Batman Arkham Asylum, so you guys can look forward to that. Thank you for watching, thank you for being here live. Please do consider a like and subscribe, or even just a comment after the fact on the video would be great, so I know how to improve. And of course you can leave a comment to leave a suggestion for a future game stream. So until next time, I've been KHG and I'll see you soon.